Honest J. Nowak. Oh yeah.
A pleasure to meet all at last, and welcome back to HJN and Flying with the Foam. And now for today's part in Flying with the Foam, I'd say we should probably go bigger with this one. And when I'm saying bigger, I'm referring to the fact that aside from it being number 633 in HJN as a whole, I'm mainly speaking of a Nerf blaster that's long. Yeah, real long. I mean, you could barely fit this whole entire thing in the frame without me holding it so close, yeah. It's a lot better this way, but anyways. This is in fact probably one of the longest Nerf blasters I ever got in my collection so far. But hey, I will get to the actual longest blaster that I got in my collection sometime in the future. But until then, this is the AccuStrike Alphahawk. Now the Alphahawk itself is pretty much what you think it is. It's a marksman level sniper rifle without a tripod, without a scope. Although it'd probably be fine if you could try to find your own scope and put it on top. The same thing goes with the bipod over here. So, tripod, bipod, quad pod, whatever you'd probably want to use here. Maybe even a monopod like that would also work here. Or foregrip, or a laser, or flashlight. Whatever that you could use. Most people would probably want to go for their typical bipod stance and scope, because that's what a sniper rifle typically is. But anyways, this is in fact a Rev series blaster. Yep, you heard me right. 5 rounds in a small light gray cylinder with light gray hinges. Probably not the best Supremo choices that they could find here, but hey, orange, black, light gray, and white. I'd say that's kind of a winner in a way, but for a blaster like this, I will say that the Alphahawk Rev 5, for something like this, it probably is worth the price tag in most ways, but I might as well just disclose that because I've already talked about a lot of blasters in Aftersought. It almost seems unfair that I'm now pretty much giving in a different level of feedback and a different level of criticism or high-end likelihood to an outlook that appears good or bad. But let me just tell you, it has in fact been months since I last did anything like this. And although Aftersought wasn't that long ago, I still should imply that HJN truly does deserve something new, but okay. I guess that's probably something else I should say. Because since this is in fact an AlphaStrike something of the sort, an AccuStrike blaster, I tend to get AlphaStrike and AccuStrike confused as they almost sound alike. AccuStrike, AlphaStrike. Do you not notice anything there? I sure do notice a bit of a paradox at this point, considering how AccuStrike came out a few years before AlphaStrike, and I don't even know at this point. But for an AccuStrike blaster, it of course comes with its own set of darts, AccuStrike tips. They're meant to be more accurate, but okay, what a dud. And it's all because of the kind of damage that can happen to darts like this. Because, yeah, slightly damaged, but ultimately, I might as well rephrase it. They're meant to be a bit more accurate, but these darts are in fact Yeah, slightly better there. They are, in fact, not very much so within that regards. I don't really know how Nerf seems to just go along with some things here and there, but if this is in fact just their own trial of trying to make more accurate darts out there, then I guess we'll just let that be. Overall though, the Alphahawk, you could use it for cosplay. You could very much use this as part of your own sniper war if you wanted to do so, because after all, cocking mechanism is there, and much like a few Rev Blasters, however, fellow Rev Blaster users out there, this is another blaster that happens to rotate the cylinder on trigger return. Just like that. So for anyone out there who seems to be interested, I'd probably suggest that you go ahead and pick one up. I can't really say that it's a bad blaster, also not really a great blaster, because the AccuStrike darts themselves, they're meant to be accurate. I don't see why that they want to have accuracy in it. But above all, I will say that the AccuStrike Alphahawk as a whole, while it may not be one of the best from the series thus far, I will still point out that it might be a good pick-me-up for some people who might be interested or as curious as I was when I first picked this thing up a few years back. So that's pretty much it though. But if you want to see more, go down to my channel. Make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.